not really satisfying, because it didn't really matter how long you got. It didn't really matter because it doesn't give all those kids lives. There's still loads of kids out there that are never going to be found because the babysitters, the mothers, the aunties, the cousins, the sisters, whoever cared for those kids and was obsessed with him, were involved. They're not going to come forward and incriminate themselves. The kids aren't going to come forward because they're too young. So it's irrelevant, the sentence that he got.
But you're pleased that the work that you'd done, something came to fruition from it?
Yes, because the police, as was proved in court the other week, had no clue about one of the mothers. It wasn't until I was interviewed as a witness that I brought it up and asked how the child was, and they didn't know who the hell I was talking about. And I heard one of the officers in the other room on the phone to his boss.
So for then the fingers to suddenly turn around and be pointed at you, how did that feel?
I remember when they first came to arrest me and they told me what it was about, and I said, what, the images that I went to the chief constable about 3 years ago? Surprised, but at the end of the interview, the police interview, I said, go on then, charge me, because it'll all come out in court, the truth.
You've been through this ordeal of them not backing down, where a lot of people thought, well, this case is quite flimsy. It actually went to court, went to trial, and your name was cleared. But if we sort of rewind a little bit there, when you sort of realised it was going to go to court, how did that make you feel?
I welcomed it. I always said, this is what I want, because I was robbed of the chance of being on the stand at Watkins' trial and getting the truth out. Because when I first wanted to complain to the IPCC, an officer from the Operation Globe team convinced me not to do it. She said, wait until after the trial, because it's all going to come out at trial anyway, all the mistakes.
Do you think they were already looking at throwing the book at you at that point then?
I don't think they were, no. I don't think they were, but it's just strange that 2 weeks after I put that, I talk about putting this complaint in January 2013. 2 weeks after that, the police referred themselves to the IPCC.
You've caused a lot of questions to be asked about the way that the Watkins investigation was carried out. Do you think that because you've been very vocal about it and caused the hassle, do you think it was a prosecution to try and teach you a lesson?
To discredit me. Because, of course, I was the only person that was going after Watkins. So, of course, I was the only person that went after the police and revealed their mistakes and exposed them, because I wanted the truth out. Because, as I say, I was robbed of that chance at the trial. I wanted these officers to pay, and I went to my MPs. I went to a few MPs and demanded that police officers be charged.
So we get to the trial. You got to put your case forward. You were found not guilty on all charges.
Yeah.
Did you feel vindicated?
Yes, but I should never have been there. I mean, I welcomed it because I knew that was the only way that the truth would come out, and the truth did come out. I did feel vindicated, I suppose, yeah.
Had you ever doubted yourself during the trial?
No, because I knew the truth all along. I knew that I wasn't guilty of these offences. I knew the truth, and I knew that as soon as I was on that stand and I was dropping bombshell after bombshell, I knew the truth. I believed the truth, and many people believed the truth before it even got to trial. Do
you think what you did was foolhardy in trying to trap him? I mean, would you make that decision again based on the experience that you'd had?
Well, I remember a conversation that I had when I first went to Doncaster Police Station and I saw the officer there. I remember her saying to me, you need to stop this, you're obsessed with this, you need to stop this, it's going to make you ill. And I said, I'm already ill. And then she said, you need to stop seeing him because you might get arrested too. I said, I don't care. It'll be worth it if it gets him off the street, if it gets him away from those kids. I don't care. It'll be worth it.
The police aren't the only people that you've had a battle with, and proving what's going on with Watkins isn't the only battle that you've had to face, though, is it? You've had quite a lot of abuse from other people, haven't you? I mean, that's putting it mildly, isn't it?
It still goes on. Even after my acquittal, it still goes on.
What sorts of stuff are they? Is it just accusations that they're levelling at you, or is it more personal?
2 years ago, I was branded a paedophile by these crazy fans of Watkins, just to cover the fact that their idol's been locked up, he's been held on remand for the crimes that he's done, and to deflect onto me from him. Just vile things about me.
Death threats?
I've had that. I've had death threats. I've had them posting my full address online, inviting people to come and see me and my son. They've even posted my auntie's address. Somehow they got access to my auntie's work address and posted that online. They started attacking her online. They're just nasty, evil people, and finally something's been done about it. I've been cleared by 11 members of the public in a Crown Court in front of a packed press gallery who believe the truth as well. And yet, these people still continue. Armchair lawyers. Yeah.
This image of you that's been painted is of this sexually deviant woman of questionable morals. And is that the real you? No. In fact, the judge made it clear to the jury that I'm not there to be judged on my personal life, private life. I wasn't there to be judged on that because it's not illegal. Anything that I do is not illegal. But no, it's not me. That's the part I play. That's the role. I was an escort. You're there to play a role, play a part, exaggerate, make things up, say whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, just make things up. That was my role, and I said, I'm bloody good at my job. So what happens next for you then, Jo? Where do you go from here?
What I want to do, what I've been wanting to do for a while, is I want to help sex workers and rape victims, because I've been there, been through that, and there isn't anything in Doncaster that helps sex workers, so I want to help them.
Is that something that you feel you need to do?
Because of the stuff that I've been through. Don't make me cry. Because of the stuff that I've been through.